Hi guys, welcome to my channel if you're new, welcome back if you're one of my subscribers. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. So if you're not familiar with my car, I am doing a Whipple supercharger build. So I just want to show you in my next steps. I'm just kind of doing random things. I've done little things that I just started, the rest of it. But I just want to show you, right now, I had to swap this plate and then here's the wiring. Both sides. So this wire is the main connection to here. This is the wire that plugs into that. I don't have it connected now because I'm going to be connecting this to the battery. Well, actually to the car. I did run the line up through here. You can't really see it easily, but it is up. Where did it go? It's up behind. It's up behind here along this other line. I ran it up through here. So it goes underneath there, goes up in here. I had to splice 16 gauge wire. This is actually 16 gauge wire, so I had to run positive negative, which runs all the way over here, goes up under through that little hole, goes into the engine bay, which is going to be hard to see, but I ran it up along this underneath, basically along this tube that goes all the way down, up, and then right now I have it right here. So this is not the most ideal way to do things, but this is like all my LED lighting. Both the ground and the positive, they are separated. I'm just doing it like all the positive are all hooked up and then taped over. This is all the negatives that I will be taping all together to this as well. Obviously one of these lines already is a pain because this line right here has a positive and a negative out of it, and it didn't really allow me to separate it because it's really thin wiring in here, so I had to have it really close. So I did the positive first, taped over all of it, and then this is the negative wire that comes off of it, which is really hard to see. Yeah, it's really hard to see, but this goes to the battery terminal, as well as this is the positive coming off of it. That way it's all one positive connection that's out of the way of the battery. That way I don't have too much stuff coming directly off the battery. It's just like kind of my little distribution thing. Not the best way to do it, but it works, and it allows me to tuck everything in nice and neat. That way it's out of the way. I did remove, there's a cover that goes here, which I tossed in here for now. There's a cover that goes here that you have to remove the little push pin pieces, the clips. Then there's a piece that goes right here that I had to pop open. Running the lights into the interior, my LED lighting, I just want to show this is how it's run into the interior. I just need to tape over that. But anyways, to wire in the radiator heat exchanger, I had to pull that stuff off. Mind you, all this work I've been doing is with the battery disconnected. You can see here's my wire that I made nice and clean right here. So I am going to separate, and the ground is going to actually go to over here to this ground. And then I'm going to tape all that up. But first, you have to pull this out, which is kind of a pain. There's these clips right here that you have to squeeze both of them in at the same time. Then this comes up, and then this panel comes off the front of it, and you're gonna have a fuse box. So I'm gonna do that real quick so you can see it removed. There's one wire that goes into this that I'm going to be splicing into. That's the part I have to figure out. I have the instructions on my phone, so bear with me here. All right, so pulled it out, slid it over here. I'm going to be taking the cover off. All right, so do this at your own risk. Obviously, I'm taking the chance. I'm following the instructions that were given to me. And as you can see,
It's not the best lighting over here for you to see. There's this yellow wire, there's like a bank up here. It's like a bank of wires, then an empty slot in this wire. There's a few other wires in this area. Give you hopefully a better view. So it's this wire right here that I'm going to be working with. I'm basically tapping the power from this. I'm going to put an inline splice in this. That way I'm just basically pulling power off of this. So give me a little bit and I'll show you the end result.
Alright, so I wanted to show you, hopefully the lighting. So I wanted to show you, this is like the little indentation. This is the gator clip that I'm going to be using. I'm going to already push this slightly in because I already used one and it didn't go all the way through. So I used a pair of these at the 0.02 setting and kind of circle it around it a little bit, enough to make sure that there's a connection. That way I'm going to connect this into it with this wire already slid in, so that way it goes in perfectly. Then you just squeeze this down, on it. So you see the finished product in a second. Alright, there we go, that's it. So that's just pinched in there. I just stripped the end of this enough that it fits in there. And then this one, I just made sure that there was enough of the center where the metal goes through. And then you just push that in, and then you clip this over it, and it stays. So that's it for that. Next is taping this or zip tying it right here so it doesn't go anywhere. That way it doesn't move, and then worrying about the wiring after. So give me a minute and show you the rest. Alright, all tucked back up in there. So this is what controls all my LED lighting. That way it doesn't drain the battery when the car is just sitting. I usually disconnect the battery anyway if it's going to be for a long time. I also have a trickle charger if I want to. But that's everything. Tomorrow I should be doing the fuel pump. This was just a quick wiring. Sorry if the video is too long and I ramble a lot. Whatever. Welcome to my channel. Please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe. Check out my other videos. I should be hopefully posting a bunch this week. A bunch of dog unboxings, a bunch of other stuff. So take care. Thanks for watching.